students, we are going to see the third experiment in the embedded laboratory. Third experiment is interfacing LED and PWM. Now we are going to see the program for interfacing LED and PWM. In interfacing LED with LPC2148, we are going to just do two experiments, that is toggling of LED and shifting the LED, and in PWM we are going to generate 75% duty cycle of square wave. The connection details are given here that port 0.16 to port 0.23 should be connected to the LED 1 to 8 using buck wires for the LED output. For the PWM output, we should connect the positive probe of the CRO to the port 0.0 and negative port of the CRO to the ground. First, we are going to see the program for toggling LED. This is the program for toggling LED. Here we have include the LPC214x.h library, and we have chosen port 0 as an output port for LED connection, and we are also initializing IO0 DAR direction flag for port 0. We are assigning the direction as an output so that we are placing the value 1, that is TLED is equal to 0 cross 0 FF0000, that FF indicates that 1111 and 1111. So therefore 8 LED is used as an output port, and the LEDs are connected to the pin port 0.16 to port 0.23. In while of loop we are given continuously low LED value 0 cross 00 AA, which means that 8 LED will glow in the pattern 10 10 10 10. 1 means LED will on, 0 means LED will off. Therefore alternative LED will be in on and off position. Similarly, after some delay, the LED will blink in such a manner as the 0 cross 0055. Therefore LED will blink in manner 01 01 01 01. Therefore first LED will off, second LED will be on, third LED will off, and second LED will be on. In this manner it will blink one by one continuously, because this loop is given in the while loop. So the program will continuously execute and produce this toggling operation with some delay of 2000. The delay program is given here, y delay of int of x, the x is 2000, and the for loop will execute for the millisecond, and it will produces the toggling of LED. Next we are going to see the program for shifting of LED. This is a program for shifting of LED. Similarly, we have included LPC214x.h, hash define LED IO0 pin, and hash TLED IO0 direction. Port 0 is assigned here as a direction. Here they have just written port 0 as a direction. Port 0 is assigned to as a direction, so that LED is an output. It is given with the value of 11111111. Therefore in hexadecimal it is FF. TLED is given with the value of 0 cross 00 FF in the main program, and in the while loop they are giving a execution of 8 LEDs one by one. That is, for first time the first LED should glow, and remaining 7 LED should be on. On the second cycle, the second LED should be glow, and the remaining all LED should be off. In the third cycle, third LED should glow, and remaining all the LEDs should be off. In the similar manner, from first to second and third, the blinking of LED will be shifted from first position until to the 8th position, 8th LED, and this manner it will continuously blink, for which it is given in the while loop with the some delay of 2000. For the delay program is given. Next, program for 75% PWM waveform. Here is the program for 75% PWM waveform. Here first of all we have included lpc214x.h library. Then we have included void pwm initialization of function. Here we have chosen pin select 0 because we are using the port 0th pin for connecting the PWM output. This PWM is initialized with the counting value with the MTCR register, and next we are using PWM latch enable with the value of 7F. Then we are going for void PWM setup. In order to generate the PWM waveform, the on time should as well as off time can be firstly we have to consider, and first we have to assign the duty cycle. Here PWM MMR0 is used for assigning the maximum time period, that is on time plus off time, that is total count, and PWM MMR1 is assigned for on time count, that is 1500. Therefore 75% on time and 25% off time is assigned. Similarly, next we are going to see the void PWM start void of function. Here we are initializing the PWM1 as a single edge controlled mode, and we are enabling the count value as well as the PWM. Next we are going for the main program. In int main we have already declared various functions in the top of the program. All these functions are called in a particular order so that the PWM starts and it will generate the square wave output continuously within the while of one loop. Thus in this experiment we can see toggling LED, shifting LED and PWM output. First of all we have to open Keil Micro version 4 and just we have to click project and click new micro version project. New micro version project, I have to create a particular folder. Now I am creating a particular folder. For example, in MP I am creating a folder name called LEDB. We are going to do the experiment LED toggling as well as shifting. It shows that we have already having the same folder, so we have to just give another name. So we have to rename the folder with the another name. Now I am giving DDD. This is the folder name. Now you have to open the folder and give file name as LEDB and give save. Now select the device window will be open. Here you have to select NXP because our ARM processor is an LXP family, LPC 2148. You have to select LPC 2148 and give OK. Now you have to give yes, target will be created. Now you have to click file and click new. In the text window you have to type the program. Since I have already written the program, I have just paste the program. This is the program. Now you have to save the program. In the same folder you have to save the program. See, in LEDD program I have saved the LEDD.c with the .c extension. We have to save the program. Then click save. Now in the target window you should right click and produce options for target. That click output and click create hex file. Similarly click linker and then click use memory layout from the target dialog and click OK. Now expand target source group will be created. In the source group you should right click and give add existing files to the source group, and you have to add LEDD.c and click add, then give close. Now you expand this and you can see that LEDD.c will be there. See, in the program it shows wrong symbol, that is some error in the program. We have to rectify the error. See, the command should be given with a double slash without any spacing so that it will not show display any error in the program. Therefore you have to give the command with a double slash. Now you can see correct the program, and now you can see whether any error is in the program or not. Okay, now you can click project and click build project in order to verify that any error is available. Here it shows 4 errors there is, so that you can check the line 14 whether there is any error or not. You can see that now you click the project and give build target. Now you can see creating hex file with 0 error. Now the folder contains the .hex file. Now we have to download this into the FlashMagick software. In start button you go for the FlashMagick software and open the FlashMagick software and give the settings as per. Since we have chosen COM1 for the UART to connect with the CPU UART and the LPC214 UART, we have give the COM port, and the data rate for communication is 19,200 and the device is LPC2148. The interface is NAN ISP and the oscillator clock frequency is 12.0000 and 00. In second step you have to give erase block used by hex file. In third step you have to choose the particular hex file you have created. I have created in the MP folder, I have created LEDDD in which the .hex file will be created, because the machine or the system will understand only the hexadecimal value. It will not understand the assembly language, so that our program is converted into hexadecimal value in the LED.hex in the KL compilation. Now we have to download the program, so click open, and in fourth option you should not click anyone. The fifth option you should click start button, so that the program will execute and produces the output. Now we can see the output for, in the similar manner we can do the procedure for the toggling as well as shifting, and the connection is also same. See, the connection is given here. The 8 LED should be connected to port 0.16 and port 0.23, and after you click the start button it shows finish, and now you can see the output for both the toggling of LED and shifting of LED. You should click start button. Before clicking start button you just verify the connection in the kit and make the connections in the kit in the programming mode. Now you have to make sure that the switch 26 is in the programming mode and the connections are given in such a way that the port 0.16 to port 0.23 should be connected to the LED 128 to see the output of shifting. In shifting operation, first this first LED will glow, next second LED will glow and first LED will off, then third LED will glow and these two LED will be remain off. Similarly the LED will glow in shifting basis. Okay, we shall verify the output by downloading the program into the. Now click start button so that the program will be downloaded into the kit. Finished. So that program will be downloaded into the kit. You can see the output in the. Now you can see the output in the kit by just push the button, switch 26 to the execution mode and press reset button, and you can see the output in this LED. See, this 8 LED is glowed one by one in shift basis. First of all the first LED will glow, then second LED will glow, and then third LED. Similarly the 8 LED will glow one after another. This is the shifting of LED. We have just studied the basics of handling ARM processor kit as well as handling the IO devices as well as input output register, port setting register, direction selecting register. For this study purpose we are using this LED shifting as well as LED toggling operation. This can be extended to any other applications where we need alerting system. Thank you, students. and verify the output. See here the connection detail is given, that is port 0.16 to port 0.23 has to be connected to the LED 8 pins. Now we can see that the connections are available in the kit. This is the connection for the toggling of LED. See here is 8 LED, 8 plus 8, 16 LEDs are available. We are just using this 8 LED, lower 8 LEDs we are using. You can see that in PCB board they are connected to this particular pin, that is pin number 1 to 8. We have to connect the port 0 to 0.16 to port 0.23 to this LED. So we are taking port 0.16 to port 0.23 to the corresponding LED from 1 to 8. In this manner we have to give connection and make sure that the UART port is connected from the CPU so that we can download the program successfully. Before downloading the program, make the switch 26 in the programming mode and click reset button. You just switch on the kit and press reset button. Now you can download the program into the kit and verify the output. Now we can download the program into the kit by click start button so that it shows programming the device and downloading is finished. Now you can see the output in the kit. In the kit, first you have to move the switch 26 to the execution mode and click reset button. Now you can see the LED. See the 8 LED which we have selected for the connection shows output as 10101010. After few milliseconds it once again shows 010101. Therefore each LED goes 0 to 1, 0 to 1 continuously. Therefore it shows toggling of LED. In this manner we can verify the toggling of LED output using LPC2148 kit. We are just downloading the program into this IC and through this output port we are connecting to the LED and getting the output. This LED blinking can be used for various applications such as pulse width modulation for motor control, traffic light control and various system management purpose, so that we can monitor the system if there is any problem that occur in the real-time system. Okay students, thank you. Now we are going to see the output for the P wave, that is pulse width modulation. In the similar manner, click project, click new microversion project. New microversion project in MP or a particular folder, you have to create a new folder. Here I have created a folder name called PP. Click that folder. It shows the folder is already existing, so that we are just giving the name P and just open the particular folder and you give the file name P and give save. Now you can use the select the family of the processor we are using. Here we are using NXP and we can use LPC2148 and click OK. Now it shows we have to give yes. Now in file you have to click new, text file will be created. Here you have to type the program and you can see whether all the lines in the program are correct or not. Now you can see the output now you can you have paste the program and you can see the output. Before seeing the output you should click on we have to save the program. Click file and save in the same folder. In MP I have created a folder name called P. In the same folder P I have to save this .c file. You have to give the name .c and save. In target you have to right click and select options for target window. In output you should select create hex file. In linker you should select use memory layout and give OK. Now you expand the target, source group will be created. In source group you should right click and click add existing files to the group so that p.c is get added. Now add and give close. Now expand, the file will be get added. Now you have to click project and click build target. See hex file creation with 0 error will be available. Now you have to download this hex file into the kit using FlashMagick software. You click start and click FlashMagick software will be open. In the FlashMagick software the connection should be in such a manner that the port we have connected is in COM1 and baud rate is 19200, device is LPC 2148 and none ISP and oscillator frequency is 12.60. In second option click erase block. In third option you have to choose a particular. In MP I have given folder name P and p.hex. Open. Now fourth option you should not choose anything. In fifth option you should click start. Then it will shows programming the device and finished. Now you can verify the output. You can verify the output by checking port 0.0 is connected to the CRO and ground pin of is connected to the CRO negative probe. Positive probe should be connected to port 0.0 and negative probe should be connected to the port 0 ground pin. Now we can see the output by changing the switch from the switch 26 from the downloading mode to programming mode to the downloading mode. While seeing the output we have to take check whether the connections are given properly and whether the switch is in the programming mode, that is downward position. After downloading the kit you have, when we want to see the output in the CRO we have to make the switch 26 in the execution mode, that is in upward position, and click reset button. Now you can view the output in the CRO. And ground should be connected to the negative probe of the CRO. See that the ground is connected to the negative port of the CRO. Now we can download the program into this kit and verify the output in this CRO. Okay. Now click start button so that your program will be downloading. Source programming device, then program is downloaded, is completed. Now you can see the output in the kit. Switch 26 should be moved to the execution mode and click reset button. Now you can see the output in the CRO, that pulse width modulated square wave will be generated. See, this is the output for pulse width modulation. Here we can control the on time and off time by choosing the proper value in the PWM MR0 and MR01 register. In MR01 register we can control the entire time period of the PWM, and in MR01 we can control the on time so that the pulse will remain on time, that is the pulse will remain high according to the value we will give on the PWM R0 register. Okay students, if we vary the value in the PWM R0 register from 2000 to 3000, then it will shows increase in your pulse width. If we vary the PWM MR1 register to the value 2000 and MR0 to the value 1000, then it will be always on 2000 value is stored in PWM MR0 and MR1, then it will always shows high. If we move from the PWM 0 value as a 200, and if we move to the MR PWM R1 registered to the value 1000, then it will shows 50% duty cycle, that is 50% on and 50% off. Thank you students. This is the output for pulse width modulation. Using this pulse width modulation we can control the speed of the motor, so that for various applications where we are using actuator